哦，没问题。来看这个哈，很诡异的一个游戏啊，非常就单纯的文字游戏啊。就看就像在读一本小说的一样的游戏啊，它用一些几个图片让你去想象。我们要找一个找犯人啊，我是警察。
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
什么意思？我都看不太懂。什么意思？多汗。挂机游戏嘞。
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
I hope you pass out from it, you goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already. Does it matter what team? Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn ball. Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky. This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast.
我最近的游戏都没办法玩，用看的就好，别玩。我最近玩的游戏不一定好，不一定适合玩。它适合直播而已，它不适合玩。
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw.
紫色金石可以啦，紫色金石可以，适合玩。其他这一款也不太适合玩。这一台怎么觉得这个作者有点神经病，还是里面的人都神经病？这是2019年评价最好的，2019还是2020，不晓得啊。
There are no two more harmful words an athlete can hear than
纯单纯的文字游戏。
And this was downright embarrassing.
你到 YouTube 上去搜寻我这个名字，就一大堆大家讲评话。有一个人花了6个小时在在解说这个游戏，6个小时，太疯狂了，真的。
Your muscle memory knew what to do and went for it, but there were gaps.
像是嗑药的人啊，好像都嗑过药，你知道？他那文笔你那说了一大堆，你还感觉不出来到底写的功效，这是。那好像嗑药嗑过头才能有办法写。
Gaps you try to fill with thinking. We don't think in sports. We do. It felt like you were going for a thrust or a lunge. There was definitely gonna be jumping. Maybe you scored a point, but this is a fiasco.
What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect pétanque throw.
With a pinch of fear.
有一个发现一个尸体啦。那我又忘记了我自己是谁啊，枪也不见了，警察的证件也不见了，你说该怎么办？对吧
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
没有要把它转拍成影片。
Being slashed on bare feet can make a man feel like a failure. For a reason. Now, do you need something from us?
Yes, officer. What do we need from this gentleman?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the Union is the law, so can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future. The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comfortable.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
请进。为什么叫我请进？你在做什么？
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
店吗？
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
好呀嘛，别挂了。这个游戏就像一本书啊，书里面有个故事就好像那个作者用一封特别的信写给玩家的，这个就是一个文字游戏啊，这个全部都像一本书一样。
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling.
我无法理解那么多时间那么多长时间在理解这些文字，脑袋受不了。一次玩1小时，一次玩半个小时，1个小时这样。
Oh no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Yeah, you bet.
也在照嘛这个游戏。哦，也在照。那是我就照起来了。照，抱歉。个人囡仔咧看咧。
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno. Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. The kid is obviously high.
Fuck that, Kuno. Yeah, right in the mouthhole.
They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got. Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Pig's joking! He's totally joking!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting to...
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet its target. Instead, it pulled you down with it.
Kuno can't believe this shit! Ha ha! Can no one stop the Kuno? Pig, Kuno thought you had this. What happened? Kuno can't do anything now.
The whole charade was about establishing dominance over you. It's safe to say he has succeeded.
Fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up!
No.
Kuno beat the shit out of the popo! Beat your fucking knee off!
I told you not to tempt such forces. Now, how about we go?
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. is letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More. You feel a great force ringing from your stomach until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. Sure you do. You just threw up a lot. Sure you do. You just threw up a... Sure you do. You just threw up a
看
lot.
他为什么一定要我用阿莫尼亚，我都不需要那个阿莫尼
Sure
亚，他
you
一定
do.
要我选阿莫
You
尼亚
just threw up a lot.
啊？
Sure you do. You just threw up. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might...
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier.
这想找那个让我放下阿莫尼亚。
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. There's something else in there. There has to be. But it's like yeah, I'm pretty sure you're shit out of luck. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
Fuck me? Please leave the rage you have for after we finish investigating.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway."
啊，结束了。
There are several footprints in the mud, left by heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard.
"哎呀，什么种什么草药，他妈种毒品吗？"
Hello again, officer. How are things? Of course. Where to? It's just water. No, actually.
In the west is the...
What do you mean? We're in Martinez, sir. This intersection is called Roundabout North. There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, the harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think, some shops and a bridge, the canal bridge just coast. There's a little fishing village there.
Rows of stalls under a broad...
Anything else? No problem. Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a...
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get...
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler. From another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need? He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of foul cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Don't be a stranger.
等一下会跑啊。哦，哦，那很可以了。
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile.
I don't know. Frit? A 7 to 11 grocery store? I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier. It doesn't. Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really long. Uh-huh.
tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever. You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag.
Yes? What do you want to know? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
The lieutenant adjusts his collar. It doesn't look like he wants the case to be more mysterious.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. That's good. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
啊，我没有检查被害人的尸体吗？看，啊，我刚刚去那边没有检查吗？那个去击败一下。
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
The corpse looks at you with both. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out
active decay. It's okay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your...
死掉了是吧？
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. If you can handle the headache. Some officers use... That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have...
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the wipe check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
他阿莫尼亚吗？
Hello again, officer? Sure. I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
There he still is, looking right through you, with his white eye. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Are you okay, officer?
The weight is reassuring, like a krenel.
You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal. I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. Monday, make sure you bring a handkerchief. I've seen captains puke their guts out, then drive to the station. Maybe through. I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too. No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs two officers to You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
不能解除装备啊？没有，可以。这怎么过去？
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
This trash container is locked. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. What do you mean, feel? I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here. All the detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is in... No, because they don't exist. There isn't, but we should still access this container. We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or... We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information.
撬开一个盖子，我有装备啊。给敲，为什么那么难呢？这不叫铁锹。
This trash container is locked. The sliding force time isn't happening. What is this? Your triceps ache for the metal to bend.
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
预设经理加德有钥匙。经理19
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage.
I thought as much. And are you the only...
Well, yes, us.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid with a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. So a box falls into pieces in your hand. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank...
The victim's clothes? Cadaver in odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early... Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over...
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
Alright, we should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise again. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Nothing. It's nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? What are you talking about? Doeth thou also thorough inventories? You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some of it has fallen in, it would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction.
You've acquired an interactable...
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a There's a piece of toilet paper. Or is it? It's a metaphor. Below the pathetics? Terror. Do not look into its blue heart. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches. But once in a while, there's a red work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number, yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Others appear more light-hearted. You like this grimy murdering. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done...
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Good. That's a good one. But do you also use the titular? Well, so do I. In our defense, it's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Office, again, in your defense, I seem to have named one, the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still I named it. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
You don't exactly close them. so much as distance yourself. Volumetric shit compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Can't get involved in this.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world.
They are armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons. Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The stench fills your nostrils as you push downward, an ominous.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Even the mongrels can see you're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boys at press. There's no way you are getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots for 7 days.
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down, and second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. but we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands.
How should I know why you are squinting, officer? Oh. You are trying to assess
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something.
So, what do you think? I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquent...
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno! Fucked him up brutal-like!
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think. Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
But there is no breath to catch.
We should have a look at that belt before we even consider taking him down. It looks worrisome.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks vermilion in yellow letters along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher.
Extremely. Industrial strength. The kind used for tying...
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt, buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
The cadaver slowly twists. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heartbreak. Your fist clenches suddenly. Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century.
The pattern does not stir patriotic or religious sentiment in you. What it does is speak to the wounded, limping animal, the male imp.
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open.
Etrugat Sunshine, Mini.
Shit, Kuno!
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color.
In case we need it. It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his... Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to... Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man...
I'm gone. I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know
还可以
one.
跟尸体对话，是吧？
Go ahead, Cobo.
通灵神探是吧？
Maybe I was getting my rocks off. Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you? Captain Coppadromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. It's into the wild pale yonder. In the past, way out in the west. What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you! Your wild imagination is...
He loves those. Because you're a copperoony. Look at all of them go. Do you want me? Here you go, you loony. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. No, you don't. Between you and me, your name, because you have. Do I remind you of someone? No, not quite. Be fair now. You sure I got out of that one? Coppellini. Do I remind you of some? Sure I do. Do I remind you of someone? No, not quite. Be fair. Sure I do. You come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners, of course. You have questions, don't you? The power of your imagination is at your service. Come back later, Coppo.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see... The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it. Climb up there and saw the branch? I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this. There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How? Yes, the buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the shot hits that...
Yeah, now we're talking.
They'll miss! The pigs will...
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
I'll blow his head off.
Take it!
Yeah, take the shot.
Silence, with his elbow sharp, and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of...
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding...
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably...
Fucking idiot!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Remain collegial, officer. It was an honest mistake, and I will not repeat it. No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and any more mistakes could put us in an... I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down. It's bad as it is. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
The cold piece of bakelite and...
The fuck are you waiting?
Kuno is... The buckle comes into focus in your...
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Shut up!
What? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle...
Look, he's crying!
It's a
You
deer.
gonna cry now, fucking faggoty? Do it! Set me free!
You feel as though it would be dangerous to set this...
Don't.
Put it right here, Mulko! Right here!
Intense shit, copper.
我想射那个小朋友倒是真的。
The
来了
wait
很
is
吵，我
done!
很想射
It
他。
wasn't intense, it was pathetic! Do it!
就
Set
射
me
了哈，
free!
射小朋友那么吵。
You feel as though it would be dangerous to...
Don't.
Do it!
传奇难度非常低，去死吧，小杂种！
Right here, Mulko! Right here!
You hear an explosion within the weapon in your hands. The branches of the pine tree behind the girl shake ever so low. A plume of smoke has erupted from the barrel. The little... She is disappointed, trapped, entangled in this world. All because... Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, there's something else in there. Yeah, I'm pretty... You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right? He watches you down stoically. Nothing you can say would make you. Cop gives up the detective genre.
我要去吃饭了哈。就是玩这个文字游戏哈。晚一点再来。我先吃个饭，消化一下。这不能玩太久哈，再玩个1个小时。这个太灰暗的游戏，真的。